everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about some things that I got from Amazon. So it's going to be like a mini Amazon haul. But I wanted to start this video off with just a little update with how our spring books and reading is going, particularly for me. Yeah, I know this is homeschool. This should be all about my son who's in homeschool, but if you watched my last video on our spring plans, I mentioned that I was going to start reading The Secret Garden. I had never read this book before, but I thought because of the title that it would be good because I wanted to pick up on gardening myself. But it is amazing. It's no wonder that it's a, well-known and highly recommended book by many. The end of chapter 20, I read this morning, made me cry so much. If you've read this book, you might know or have an idea why I cried. I was like practically bawling. It just kind of made me think about the sad situation that a lot of children are in today, and even us adults. Like, there's a lot of us who have never really experienced what it's like to go out and experience nature and fully get that satisfaction of growing things and just the magic that comes from being out in nature, especially with technology and even like living in cities and things like that, just make it so hard for us to get out and enjoy nature. The end of that chapter, it was very, very touching, and I was crying. I was thinking about the mental health issues that a lot of people have as well, that just kind of shut themselves in and isolate themselves, and all the health benefits that come from being outdoors and getting that sunshine and getting your body moving, not being so stagnant just like in your room, the benefits from exercise and all these things that should just be more natural to us. Yeah, this book kind of just made me think of all those things. And so if you've never read this book, which probably most of you have, I'm so out of the loop, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it so far. I'm almost done, but I'm pretty sure I already recommend it. Yeah, it's really good. All right, let's get started with our Amazon haul. So it's a few books, and then it's a really cool kit that I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my favorite. So this reminds me a lot of the Beatrix Potter book in the length and just the size, and then of course the artwork. It is the complete Brambley Hedge book. If you saw my last video on the spring plans, you'll notice when I talked about The Wind in the Willows and Frog and Toad, those books kind of go through the seasons, and you can kind of pick it up and read it, obviously whenever, but if you want to like read it matching the season that you're in, they have those stories that have that spring setting or the summer setting and so on. And this is the same. Actually, this one is even more specifically, if you look at the contents, you'll notice that it literally says spring story, and then it says summer story, and so on. So it's like even more so emphasizes that season. I was scanning through the pictures. It's amazing. So, oh, look at that. Look at that, how cozy. So yeah, this is definitely something that I look forward to getting into. Okay, another book that I got was The Courage of Sarah Noble. I don't know too much about it. I just know it's something that was recommended somewhere. I can't remember where, on Instagram or YouTube or something, but it's a lot shorter than I expected. It's very thin here, but that's definitely not a bad thing. And it has some illustrations in here too. It's about a girl, which I like. I really love the idea of getting books that are about boys and just boyish books, But yeah, I kind of like the idea also of introducing a girl and the strength that girls can have. I think that'll be a good message for my son. So The Courage of Sarah Noble, and I like that it's in the mountains. I'm a mountain girl, so I like that. Another book that I got that is, I'm sure most of you know about already, is the Moffats. I don't know how to pronounce that actually, but it's a story about kids, siblings, and just, the kind of adventures that they go through. So yeah, we'll get into that. This one's pretty long, so that's interesting. Hopefully we like that one. I got this one, The Bears on Hemlock Mountain, another mountain book. Okay, this is me a little bit after. I don't have my camera set up now, but I forgot to mention I also got this case of Boxcar Children. So it's a set of books 1 through 4. So it comes with the number 1, Boxcar Children, number 2, Surprise Island, 3, The Yellow House Mystery, and 4, Mystery Ranch. My son was super excited to get this because the other Boxcar books that we have, he really liked them a lot. So this, I think, is going to be a good hit, and he already wants to start reading them. He already started reading The Yellow House Mystery. So yes, I didn't want to forget that this is another one we got. And I like the illustrations on this one too. So I'll link that below as well. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so that is all the books that I got. The next books are more like little, well, you'll see. I got Mad Libs. I'm very familiar with Mad Libs. When I was a kid, I used to love Mad Libs. They're obviously really funny and silly. But there was a homeschool mom, Crazy Brave Homeschool, and she recommended these. I thought when she brought this up in her video, I was like, light bulb, yes, this is an amazing way to practice the, the adjectives, nouns, verbs, all those things can kind of really, really stick in a fun way. So yes, I got this one, Goofy Mad Libs, and then I got this one, and it's actually bigger in size. And this one says Mad Libs Junior. So if I look in here, it's just a little shorter. You know what I'm realizing? Okay, so I'm just realizing this. This does not have like where underneath the blank line, it'll say like noun or adjective or body part or something. It just has these little symbols, and I didn't know that, so I'm actually really glad. Okay, but it does have a list here that say the star represents nouns, the little face represents adjectives, the arrow represents verbs, and then it gives a list. I guess this is really good for, beginners because it gives you ideas too of examples of each parts of speech. So yeah, interesting. That's a little different, but so maybe we can do this first, and then when we go through this book, hopefully he'll by then remember what adjectives and nouns are, and then he won't need that list anymore. Okay, and then last but not least, I wanted to share the best for last because I got him this planting toolkit. So everything he needs is in here. So I'm gonna actually flip the camera around and open it up and share what the contents are. Okay, so as soon as I open this up here, we actually did take it apart earlier, so it looked way neater than this. But this is all that it has. It has this watering tool here. I love the color, the vibrant colors. It has these gardening tools here. It comes with the soil. There's 3 packets of soil, and there's 3 little pots. And then it comes with 3 seeds. One is tomato, sunflower, and strawberry. So those are the 3 plants, and then they also come with these, designated picks, so you know which one is in each pot, you don't forget. I am so excited to use this. My son is really excited to use this as well. I'll definitely share the process and how this works and how this worked out for us. Okay, so that's everything in this short Amazon haul for the end of the school year. I will leave the links to all of these down below. I will definitely update how everything goes with the planting and gardening. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!